Hi, everyone. I'm Kathryn Arbour, current CEO at Imagine. As part of our 60th anniversary legacy video project, I am so pleased to introduce Barb Wilkins-Crowder, current executive director of ACMI. Hi, Barb. I am so glad we have a few minutes to share what's going on around the big changes that are in store for Imagine and ACMI over this next year. It seems fitting to include some conversation about all this as Imagine is celebrating its 60th anniversary this year. We're having a great time, by the way, capturing stories and impressions about what's going on today. So over the next 60 years, our stories join the great legacy of Imagine. So I'm hoping you can tell us more about you and ACMI and how it is that you and I are working so closely together.
Sure, glad to do that, Kathryn. I'll first offer a bit of context for all of this change. Some people know that the long-term care waivers rolled out in Colorado in the early 1990s, and both Imagine and ACMI, Imagine was the Developmental Disability Center at that time, have worked those waivers since the beginning. I've personally had the privilege of being part of this legacy since 1994. In 2014, federal law mandated that all states offer conflict-free case management. Colorado's been working on its plan since then, which, needless to say, has changed as leadership at the state level has changed. The current case management redesign vision, which we call CMRD for short, solidified in 2019. ACMI and Imagine started talking together in the fall of 2021 because a key element of the Colorado CMRD vision includes combining case management for the Medicaid waivers for all disabilities and all ages into a single case management agency, or CMA for short. And Kathryn, as you stepped into leadership at Imagine, we picked up the pace of our conversations and we formalized our collaboration in the fall of 2022. At the end of February of this year, 2023, we submitted our collaborative proposal to serve as the CMA for this service area. Kathryn, maybe you can share a bit more about the specifics of the milestones we have met already and what we're working on right now as we await more details from the Department of Healthcare Policy and Financing.
Yeah. One of our biggest milestones that happened earlier in June was receipt of the notice of intent to award us the CMA contract, which is intended to be implemented no later than July of 2024. We do expect more details in July about specific transition dates. As for other milestones, we've made some really excellent progress on the legal matters relating to combining our case management operations. And we are deep into working on transition planning for day-to-day operations. We're also very excited to bring our staffs together soon with some summer meet and greet activities as both teams get to know each other and begin to dig in and understand the waivers and needs of the people each organization is currently serving. So Barb, maybe you can tell us a little bit more about why all of this is so significant.
Sure. The main goal of this change is to benefit all the individuals with disabilities being served by the long-term care waivers and programs by streamlining how they access services. Colorado has heard from stakeholders and those we serve that the system that evolved from those early days had become difficult to navigate. Through the CMRD reforms, Colorado is building a commitment to offering high-quality case management that is person-centered for all ages and all disabilities. I have a ton of confidence in this partnership between us, not only because of who we are as leaders and collaborators, but also because of the long, successful histories of our two agencies.
On that point, in fact, you've been a part of serving people with disabilities for a long time. And since we are celebrating Imagine's rich 60-year legacy, could you share what you think Imagine means to our communities? And what is your hope for the future?
Yeah, from my perspective, Imagine is synonymous with mission-driven and innovative services for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and is well respected in Boulder and Broomfield for quality. All of us at ACMI have always appreciated Imagine's expertise, and we've leaned into it many times. In many ways, we have been in partnership for a long time. And fun facts, since 2000, our offices have been conveniently located across the street from each other. Hopefully this will make it relatively easy to combine our operations physically into one space. As for my hope for the future, I would offer this. It is my sincere hope that we bring the best of who we have each been as organizations and the best of what we currently are into this new partnership and new work together. And Kathryn, what's your hope for the future of Imagine, given your current role and all its responsibilities to ensure that Imagine moves into this future of change?
My hope for Imagine is so much like the hopes of many who care deeply about this mission and who bring so much heart to the everyday. I hope that Imagine continues to be fueled by the resolve, commitment, and creativity that have carried it through tough times and periods of incredible growth and innovation. I know Imagine will survive, thrive, and evolve to protect and expand ways to create a world of possibilities for people of all abilities.
Yeah, resolve, commitment, and creativity. Those are important strengths. We know also that our organizations share a core belief that the people we serve are experts in their own lives, and that we are privileged to work with them to help ensure that they have access and options. I think we also both believe deeply in the people who do the day-to-day work in our organizations and know that when they have the tools and supports they need, the results can be amazing. Exciting times ahead, right? I know I am excited and deeply grateful for this partnership.
Oh, indeed, indeed. And I just have to say personally, it's such a pleasure to work with you on this.
Yeah, I have no doubt that the Imagine legacy will be recognizable in the emergence and evolution of this newly forming case management agency, which we should say, by the way, has a working name, a working title right now of A&I CMA.
Indeed. And I have no doubt Imagine's legacy will also continue to thrive as the direct services area becomes the standalone PASA. The PASA means the Provider Approved Service Agency. That this will become the standalone PASA carrying the name of Imagine into the next 60 years.